guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Liz, and on my channel I usually do political discussions to all sorts of things with my art. And in today's video I kind of stole this idea from a Discord friend of mine and from his channel, where he did kind of like a joke video of him showing off some of his art that he made in elementary school. And I figured that I would do the same just because I have some art stuff from there, like sculptures and also like made up stuff. There's actually just like about 3, maybe 2. I think it's just 2 that I have where I had to put the pictures inside the video. But other than that, I do have 2 that weren't hung up yet. And I kind of wanted to make this to where I'm showing off my old art whenever I was like from kindergarten to 3rd grade, because I was in public school at that time and they did have an art program in the public school and the private school I went to. They somewhat had an art program, however, it didn't really last. I think there was like some behind the scenes stuff going on, so it's just kind of like after 3rd grade, I would say that my art is really something I was trying to do on my own rather than it being like a school project. So, yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so from the looks of it, I can't seem to find any dates on these paintings or even just like the sculptures, for example. So for the kindergarten through 3rd grade, they're just gonna be out of order half the time. So I hope that's okay. I know that's probably not going to be the best, but at least it is kind of like the beginnings of my work. Anyway, first I have a little dinosaur thingy. I think this was kind of like a free reign class day, other than like a, I don't know, scheduled day where you have to make like a certain thing, so I guess I made a dinosaur that day. Again, this was whenever I was in public school, so a lot of these are just like stuff they had us do. Here's a little bowl. And here we have a fish, which I think is supposed to be a bowl too, but it's also kind of like for jewelry. Maybe I can put it up to the camera for detail, but obviously not the best work, but at the same time, as a kindergartner, I think that'll work. There is another sculpture I did make. I'm not sure where it is. I wasn't able to find it, but there was like one assignment, and I kind of remember this pretty well, and it was over how doing Native American masks, I can't talk. Anyway, with that, it was actually pretty cool just to do that in a way, and I think mine was like pink and yellow with a bunch of different thingies on it, and it's just kind of like something that we did for that class day, and honestly, if I had it with me right now, I would be showing that. But I don't know where it is since we've moved. So yeah. Anyway, let's get on to the 2 paintings that I do have with me, or I say paintings, one, well, you'll see in a moment, but they're just really art pieces, but this is, yeah, I know. I know how it looks. But anyway, right here we have like a bird kind of ordeal. I'm pretty sure there's some other people that had other things that looked like this probably, but so far, like, yeah. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I was like kindergarten when this happened because the form's not too great. But then again, class assignments be like. And this was with pastels, I'm pretty sure. Oil pastels. And they're all kitty cats. I think I was just inspired by the cats that I'd grown up around and just added more to it. So, yeah. I think I was probably first grade, maybe second grade when I did this. I don't know, I had a terrible experience in public school other than what's being shown here. Anyway, now I'm just gonna add in the other paintings. If I can easily put them right here. If I can't, I would probably just put them elsewhere. So one, like later on into the video, one is actually something that I repainted later on. Especially, I think it was this year whenever I repainted that. And it's a flower base art piece. And I think we were trying to learn like light and dark values with light or colors. Like for the painting, it was like pink and then blue. And then the other one is going to be a little fold butterfly thingy that actually got into the school showing, I think is what it's called, where you can actually like put your artwork up to a display, but you have to pay to do that as a kid for some apparent reason. Like they made us pay for that even though you had like many kids around the school doing that. And it's like, it's kind of funny because I did a duck stamp competition while in private school and they never paid us to actually submit stuff, so it was kind of weird. I understand like for an art studio ordeal that you do have to pay. However, it's just like being like a little kid in the program behind it, you could tell they were just trying to get people's money. And that was just kind of awkward, I would say. There's gonna be a bunch of time skips in here, so if I can, I'll edit in the year. However, for this, I'm pretty sure it was about a year after I went into private school, and I had like someone who used to babysit me and all that, and we done like little pet shop customizations. However, they're not like how the customization world is today, especially when it comes to like toys and whatnot as collectibles. However, this is something that I think I did, and it's probably the only one I have left that is customized, and also one of probably like 4 other Littlest Pet Shops that I still have to this day other than getting rid of. Anyway, yeah. I kind of regret doing this, but I'd say it's cute still for a little toy, but I figured I add that in there, and this is probably, I would say probably 2008. Like, that's something I can definitely say because it was around the time I started to do archery. Yep, yeah. It took me a moment, but yeah. Around that time frame, I think. Unless I'm wrong. I don't know, I probably need to look, but it's somewhere in there. It could easily be 2009 or 2010. Who knows? But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna put that back. Okay. Okay, so next is, well, I won't go through this whole sketchbook, but I'll just pick and choose out of here. However, this is 2014. Let me look inside real quick. I think it's 2014. Yep, it's 2014, like at the end of 2014 going into 2015. Oh dear. This was kind of like during my slightly emo phase, I guess, since I was probably going into middle school at the time and had a few friends, but some other stuff happened. I won't go into it on this video, but it's just kind of like, there we go. 2014, 2015. I'll have to be careful because I'm my old phone number in here, or my parents' phone number in here, and I don't want to give that out. Okay, so I was into Warriors, the book series at the time, even though I hardly read it. Ironic enough how that is, but trying to do a Neko version of stuff. So yeah, it's gonna get into like my emo anime phase area. This was like in December 2014 based on the date. So I'll just show that again. Yeah. Oh, I'm just kill me now is all I have to say. My hair's getting in my mouth. Ew. This was back whenever I was really just like starting to really get into anime, especially Hetalia. And ironically, a lot of the adult jokes in there went over my head at the time. Don't worry, it's just nothing. Anyway. I also had a friend at the time around this period where, and now she's actually about to get married, she's engaged, and all that, like, only like 2 of my 3 friends are engaged, oh my god. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. That was the start of 2015, so, I mean, yeah. It's, I don't know, I'm gonna go off on tangents in this part because there's a lot of stuff that I kind of do remember, some stuff I don't, but it's just kind of like cringe fest, I guess you could say. So yeah. Okay, here's something I was really proud of in 2015, and it was a little drawing of Mikasa from Attack on Titan. Like, I did another like redraw of it, I think, in 2018 that will be seen later on in this video, but it's just okay. I don't know, like, I'm just kind of cringe fest at the moment at it. So yeah. Now on to 2016. These have things that are traced in it. Tracing is bad, I know, but in this, there are traced stuff, so I'll have to go through it and make sure I don't pick out something that's traced. Okay, so I'm figuring this is like whenever the school I used to go to did actually have an art program, or the private school that I went to had an art program, because of things like this I'm finding in it. Just like as a 3-dimensional test and all that kind of stuff, so ooh at that, but for the most part, that's really it. Another thing I'm pretty sure I was very proud of at the time, it still looks pretty decent, but you can tell the anatomy is very wonky, so yeah. I was still obsessed with Hetalia at this time, so it's just like going through this and I'm seeing old doodles of the characters, so I'm kind of like, okay, alright. Okay, in this is actually whenever I try to make a certain story or OC group based around steampunk. Yeah, this was actually the start of my steampunk of the start of my steampunk like obsession. So yeah. Do with that what you will, but okay. He kind of looks like Nathan. Like, I'll show Nathan later on, but he kind of looks like him now. That's what I'm noticing. Some of my like male characters still look the same compared to like my female characters. My female characters have changed a lot over the years, especially between 2018 and now with my AI test coming up. And if you haven't noticed, I'm just gonna do my favorite wood painted piece over there. Robert. Okay. Yeah. It's kind of like a play on Robot and Robert, so fun. Goodness, this is cringe. Anyway. Let me see. Anyway, I think I was trying to get into furries because I knew a girl that was into furries at the time. I think she was expelled for no really apparent reason. There was a lot of stupid stuff that people got expelled for. But I covered it up with Bill Cipher. Okay, my mind ain't going anywhere today. It is literally... And here's more of the steampunk stuff. Yeah. I was into drawing dudes more than girls back then, and now I'm more into drawing girls, so that's kind of weird. But I find that interesting how that fits. Okay, so there's my first attempt at a comic strip in here, which honestly I think my comic strip ideas, especially based off of real conversations, gotten better. And this is based off like a younger student at the time that had his hair sticking up like a crazy flower or whatever. I think I was calling it a tulip. And then he refers to it as Deadpool. I'm not gonna like show the comic because I hate my handwriting. But in the next page I have where it's like 2014 and it shows like where I was into Steven Universe at the time. Like, I was still kind of was, but at the same time, it wasn't really my forte, I guess, until later on, and now I really hate it. I'll probably make a whole video as to why. Who knows? I don't know, I kind of want to critique certain things, but for the most part, yeah. Funny that's in there, but okay. Okay, these are actually from 2016 starting out, so I guess everything else was 2015? I don't know. But, yeah. More anime stuff. Yeah. I was a total weeb at the time, like a really bad weeb. I can't even tell if those are traced or not. They probably were. They probably were. I was really into, the whole Face Off show at the time that had, like, the judges that do the, special effects makeup and stuff like that. Like, I was really into that. I'm still into it, even though I think the show's canceled now. But I really enjoyed it, so... Okay, so now we're into the 2016 through 2018 era where, oh dear, I tried to have this be my realism sketchbook and never returned to it after 2 pages until later on. That makes me want to die. Anyway, but not really want to die, but just kind of be embarrassed about it. And this does have some bleed through from where I just like randomly started sketching random stuff in it over time. So it's just going to be really jumbled up. So yeah. Here's Frodo, I think. I don't know. It was Lord of the Rings something. I need to rewatch it, but something on the lines of that. Here, I'm going to cover this 2018 one up if I can. But that's another 2016 masterpiece, which wasn't really that good. And Rick Grimes. I can't get enough of some Walking Dead, I guess, whenever I was younger, but oh well. Oh geez, this was still whenever I was 14. I haven't even turned 15 yet. Ah! Okay, that's a baby I was trying to draw a picture of. But yeah. Enjoy me suffering in this time whenever I was actually figuring out what I wanted to do. So that's actually a good thing that I was trying to figure out, but oh well. Now it's more onto 2017. The only reason I know that is because I wrote the date. I'm surprised I did that. Sometimes I hardly do that now. I need to write the date when I write stuff. Anyway. Self-portrait. Yay. Yeah. I had my hair shaved at that time, especially whenever I was, like, the year prior, my whole hair had where I had blonde underneath, and my school got so mad at me for that. so I just decided to chop it off. Another thing is, like, with one other girl that was there, that was the principal's daughter, she also had the same hairstyle, so I don't get why they got mad at me for it. Like, it's too distracting, like, okay. It was just something stupid and all that good stuff, but tangents, I swear. I need to focus. Okay, here's the start of Sheila. I don't return to her anymore, but she was kind of like my punk rocker kind of character. Good to see you again. And 21 Pilots thingies that I still really like. Ironically, I should have saved this caution tape, but I don't know, I kind of like it still. It's still cute. Okay. Oh wow, and here we have the starting of making Robert and some angel character that I just did. So, this is kind of like really the start of whenever I started doing my OCs actually, other than like 2018. Because it was just kind of like starting with just random doodles of them, rather than actually knowing who they are. Robert really just came into form in 2018 after a while, so fun. So, just trying to comb through here. Okay, that's 2018. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna time skip to 2018 since this is here. Oh, here's another Robert from 2017. He's not even colored in. Cringe fest. Okay. This was something that was one of my first posts on Instagram. Well, not necessarily my first post, but on my current account. Quote-unquote world building, even though I would say that my rooms and stuff have gotten better since then. Like, a lot better. Whenever I was still into Steven Universe, here's a Lars. Yep. Fun. Cassie in watercolor. I think. Looks like it. I don't know. More Steven Universe stuff. Yeah. Fun. Kind of funny how I just don't like the show anymore, but I have like some decent fan art of it. Like, that's just me looking at it from my end, I guess. Buns. Yeah. I honestly really like this. I really do. So yeah, I haven't edited this out. I'm just actually flipping through here. So. "2017 of Jacksepticeye." I don't really watch him, but someone wanted me to draw him, so. I can't remember who, I'm sorry. Wimbledon. Okay, there's a story behind this. So, my doctor actually recommended me and my mother to watch the show called Grimm, and after we did watch it, I decided just to make like a random cat with one eye sketch and painting, whatever. And my mom posted it onto her account and was asking like, hey, what would you name it? And he comments under it, Grimalkin, so this is Grimalkin. I need to draw him more. He's a precious baby. Anyway, yeah, that's my story of it. You're welcome. Okay, I was getting into Camp for a little bit. I'm not caught up. Please don't spoil anything in the comments if you watched it. But it's just something that I did. Okay, Vince art. That I don't understand at all. And here's the redrawing of Mikasa, which is quite honestly a bit better. I may do another redrawing, who knows, but and this was whenever I actually figured out how to do Robert half the time. Yeah. Way to go, me. Woohoo. I don't know. I'm just showing what I can for filler. Oh yeah, someone got mad at me for drawing this just because it was a black woman. I'm like, okay. Like, it was something stupid too. It's like, oh, you draw black people, but you don't care about the problems. Like, to me, that logic never made any sense to me. Because it's like, yeah, I care about black people just as much as I care for everyone. What the heck? Like, it was just kind of stupid in a way, just like to get that comment just because of a disagreement over like something dealing with gun control. That was literally the disagreement. Yeah. Go figure, but you know. I don't know why I remember that. Nudity, so I can't show that. Oh, there's a story behind this little guy. Okay, so this is Gerald. Me and my friend Amy actually created him during lunch one day just because she was talking about like a pineapple head and some pickles. And the pickles were his tentacles. Yeah, that was fun though. Like, that was fun just to do that. But yeah, that was it. That was it. Okay. This video is already going to be pretty dang long. Anywho. Let's get on to probably 2019 and now. So yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to show much of anything in here since most of it is, like this sketchbook in general, is up on my Instagram for the full video of it, minus like taking out certain pieces that have like receipts in it. Anyway. Yeah. I hope y'all like this kind of videos. Like, I'm just doing this for the fun of it. And all, so. Yep. I would say like my art style or my art in general has really grown a long way these past few years. With figuring out how to do it anatomically and stuff like that. And it's still something that I'm working on, but at the same time, I'm proud of myself. I really am. I'm trying to go to the page I was just on. Okay, so this is like some random watercolor stuff I was doing whenever we started to move in to our new house, and I kind of got obsessed with doing feathers here and there. And honestly, I really need to start doing that again if I want to improve my watercolor stuff. Here we have some doodles. Doodle smoodles. There we go. There was a time whenever I was trying to make Cassie blonde, but I decided to keep her a ginger. I try to make her hair longer too, which I kind of don't really like at the moment. I don't know, like it didn't really work for me. Yeah. There's not really much to go on in here because I have like the whole tour of it up on my Instagram if y'all want to go see that. So that's not really much to go on in there. Bert. Let's get started with 2020 for my last few things. Let's see. Okay, so in this I do still have some of the, I guess, like 2019 stuff, which has pretty much changed quite a bit. As you can see, I'm drawing more girls now, I guess. Unless I'm missing something, I don't know. I could be missing something for all I care. Here's a little Joker doodle. I actually really like this. I still really like it, even though I think that's 2020 whenever I did that. Nathan and Cassie. Okay. Like, I have this posted up on my Instagram, but yeah. Okay, that's enough in that one. I probably need to fix up my face later. And here we have Cassie, once again. I know my style sort of changes, like I need to work on my consistency a lot. But for the most part, I think I'm getting there still. Some Nathan stuff. Yeah, I'm actually finally sort of introducing my characters to you guys in this last bit, so hopefully that works. I just realized, like, the painting I was talking about with the flowers, I do have that up on my Instagram. If you do want to see, like, the repainting of it, it is up on my Instagram. So, yeah. Okay, this was the most recent 6 fan art challenge. So you have Alex Jones on there, Kavira. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Gorgagoth or something to that extent, which is from Webtoon. Zuko. Connor Murphy, which I think is from a musical. And Morgan Aslan. I can't talk! Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna butcher any of these. So, there you go. Do with that what you will. Okay. Here I have Cassie and Robert. I decided for Robert not to have his eyes anymore on the screen because I felt like even though that would be very cool, it kind of reminds me too much of Karen from SpongeBob. So I figured, yeah, I'm gonna stick with it being no eyes, and whenever he's communicating emotion, his antennas would move. So that's something I'm trying to work on. But yeah. And let's see if I have something. Nope. Here's a 2019 little doodle. Fun. Most of the stuff in here is really just notes and doodles. So, not really much to go on in there. Anyway, oh, my camera tipped over. What the heck? Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit long, but I wanted to just get out of the way and have fun. So, yeah, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.